So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Pistol formation with Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Jackson up top again. That's going to be caught by Gray. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Penix on 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Now, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cardinals have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Now the lefty Penix on first down. A throw left side finds Dell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. It's second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
19, Tiger. 70 Ranger. Set go.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. Has some room inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw and still result in a big game.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to be close to that first down marker, maybe about a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
From the gun, here is Penix. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
79 Broncos. 18 ready, 18 ready. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Big Lion. Hut, hut.
Another run here with Hubbard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. First and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's first and 10. To throw is Penix. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. He is in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Play action now. Jackson. Off balance throw. It's complete. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15. In the pistol, Jackson ready. That's caught downfield by Waddle. Jackson out of the pistol. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Pistol formation with Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Jackson up top again. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket. because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, 49ers.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
13. Report.
Now, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Mustang 19. Big alert. Hey, smash. Cougar 19. Set go.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Arizona. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
And he will get into the end zone and book the lead up by 2 more. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson now to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Second down, Jackson. Sending it deep for Waddle.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
That into the hands of Hubbard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Penix. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
And this drive going from bad to worse, and a delay of game now on top. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Middle. Come on.
Now Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. A gain there of 27 yards.
Hey, report.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. To throw is Jackson. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Yeah!
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Let's go.
On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check that. 19 Lions. Ready?
On the give, it's Hubbard. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun, it's Penix. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Take down. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing Jackson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Cardinals will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
70 range.
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Go! Mustang 19. Come 19. Come 19. 19. Pioneer. Check go.
Now Penix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated. That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Dell motioning over. They'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Arizona. That is second touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cardinals are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Velus Jones going to bring it out. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. They'll throw on first down with Penix. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Cardinals. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Velus Jones going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw, Jackson. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They finish off the regular season with some momentum, and they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promoting to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating.